Footballers is on the air. Footballers is on the air.
Hello and welcome to Footballers Getting Paid with the boys from Markout Moments. See, we could have done Getting Paid with Tim and Dave like we normally did, but they're like, no, we're here.
Yeah.
Pondwater and TJ and yet, once again, it's Getting Paid with Tim and Dave.
Exactly. And that's what you do if you listen to me.
Yeah, listen to Tim last week. Faux show. Don't listen to Dave. That was bad.
Well, let's recap.
Let's do a quick rundown. Last week, we had Son of a Biscuit. Hold on.
Do you need me to pull up my pick from last week?
No, I got it all. I hit the wrong button. All right. Last week's show, Timmy C couldn't join us. So TJ and I did it, and we just put Timmy C's stuff in there with it. But
no, I was here for the NFL picks.
Oh, you weren't there for college, were you?
Yeah.
College. Okay. Yeah, NFL. Okay. So last week's NFL picks. We each do 5 games, 5 bets. Hold on. Gotta sneeze. All right, sneeze is away. We're good. I am -1 unit for the season now. I went 2-3 last week. Not good. First game of the year. Well, actually, second game of the year, I guess. Down in Brazil, Chiefs -3 at Chargers.
Pow!
I blew it. I thought the Chiefs would win by 5.
Chiefs are taking a step back.
I hope so. There's talk that they're gunning for Tyreek Hill. They need a receiver. Chargers beat the Chiefs 27-21 in Brazil. Chargers look pretty good, man.
They did.
Xavier Worthy getting absolutely blasted right at the beginning of the game. Not helpful at all for my fantasy team. Second game for me for the week. Giants at Commanders. I had Commanders -6. That was easy money. Commanders win 21-6. The Giants are terrible. I don't even know what Brian Daboll's doing. I mean, he says
he's going to get fired is what he's doing.
We're running with Russell Wilson again next week. Why?
By the way, Jackson Dart looked good in the preseason. And he's named Jackson Dart. It's the perfect quarterback name.
I don't know why they're keeping Jameis Winston on that team.
He'll be a great backup.
What are we doing?
They should cut Russell Wilson is what they should do.
Timmy C also won that game. So Timmy now looking at 2-0, Chargers +3, Commanders -6. Look at him go. Then we both lost a game. Bengals -5.5 at the Browns.
That
Bengals
game
win late on a field goal to win 17-16.
They came out that first drive, and I'm like, we're going to beat them by 1,000,000. And then they proceeded to not play the second half. I don't know what they were doing.
Also, scratch one for Dave. Joe Burrow, over 270 passing yards. He threw for
113.
Yeah, great.
They had -7 yards in the second half.
Just great. I didn't watch that game because I was at the Bucs game.
I started drinking early, so I was glad.
My last pick of the week, Lamar Jackson over 50 rushing yards. Ravens versus Bills. Lamar Jackson finished with 70.
So that paid. There was a nice little boosted parlay for Lamar and Josh to both have over 25 rushing yards. They boosted it to +150. That was a nice little payday. That's like printing money. Let's see. My other games, I had the Cardinals -6.5 over New Orleans. They beat them by
7. 20-13.
I had the 49ers -2.5 over Seattle. They beat them by 7.
4.
No. What am I looking at? Hold on.
They beat them 17-13.
Okay. What is Chargers 49ers? What the fuck is that? Yeah, there it is. 17-30. Beat them by 4. I
So,
think that's my 5.
so Timmy C finished week 1 up 3 units.
4-1.
Not too shabby. I'm down
I'll
a
take
unit. TJ is up a unit. He also bet on Chiefs Chargers. He took over 45.5. 21-27 final score. 48 points.
Or 48. Math. It's hard.
All right. His next game was a loss, over 47.5, because you said the Bengals would literally score over 47.5 against the Browns.
They could have if they just did that first drive over and over again.
17-16 for a whopping 33 points.
It was terrible. We were so lucky to have won that game.
And last year you blew it against like the Patriots first game,
Yeah.
didn't you? Yeah.
Good news. 1-0. They don't ask how, they ask how many.
Yep, that's it. It's all that matters. You don't have to have style points in the NFL like you do in college.
Nope.
TJ won Raiders at Patriots under 43.5. Final score is 20-13, 33 points. He lost Panthers and Jaguars over 46. He took over 46. You said that should be the over-under should be 6. We were calling for a 4-2 game or 5-1 game. It was 36 total. It was 26-10.
Still not a great game.
And then
Lots of unders hit.
He took the under on Dolphins Colts under 47.5. Final score was 33-8.
It was like one of the only
terrible
overs that hit.
No, that was under. It was 47.
No, he took the under, but it went over, didn't it?
Oh yeah. No, it was 41. So the
33-26 is like 59 points.
I didn't say 26. I said 33-8.
Oh, that's only
41 points. Yeah. So needless to say, follow
TJ
Timmy's
sucks at
picks, not
betting.
Dave's. TJ did pretty good. I mean, a lot of unders.
Defense is always ahead of the offense.
All right, week 2, here we go. Timmy and I kind of discussed our picks while we were off air, so we'll start with the first game that we both agree on. We're going to travel to Baltimore, where the Baltimore Ravens will be hosting the Cleveland Browns. Baltimore is favored by 11.5 points.
It's a division.
That is
game.
almost $1 billion in NFL terms.
And I think we've seen that Cleveland's defense can pretty much drag you down into the mud and just make you so ineffective on offense. I mean, they're not going to score a lot either, but they're not going to give up.
I expect Baltimore to be pissed after what happened last night, blowing a 15-point lead with under 4 minutes to go in the ball game.
That's their MO. That's what they do.
So Derrick Henry with a costly fumble. Defense just collapsing.
Lamar Jackson pushing kids in the stand. What are we doing?
So we both are taking Browns plus 11.5.
I don't think the Browns are going to win, but I don't think they're going to get beat by.
But if I ever see a spread that's 11.5, I'm probably going to take whoever's plus. That's a lot in the NFL. And you just never know. Weird things happen in the NFL.
Yeah.
Timmy, give me your first game.
Well, I'm going to go to the last game of the week. Your favorite team, the Tampa Bay Bucks, are plus 2.5 going into Houston. Houston did not look very good, y'all.
They didn't look good last year either. After that remarkable run 2 seasons ago, they didn't look great last year.
No, they've definitely regressed. They are no longer the class of that division. It may be Jacksonville this year. What are we doing?
Colts looked pretty good yesterday.
Colts look real good. Of course, they're playing the Dolphins. The Dolphins are bad.
Now, how long before they
scored 8 points
against the Colts? I mean, the Colts. This ain't exactly the steel curtain of the 70s in Pittsburgh or anything. Defense. I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah, no, the Dolphins are bad. So we'll see. We'll see if the Colts hold up. But I have
here's why I also like Bucks 2.5. or Bucks plus 2.5. But here's why I did not touch that game. I am a diehard Buccaneers fan. I can't tell you the last time the Buccaneers played on primetime and won.
And won. We had that a long time. We went without winning any primetime games.
Every time the Buccaneers play on primetime, they suck.
But I trust in Baker.
Okay, so I can tell you. I
Texans
think
have that same affliction. They don't play well in primetime either.
I got it. I think the last time the Bucks won in primetime, Tom Brady was the quarterback in his first year. And they beat the New England Patriots by like 3. And
Not a good Patriots team either.
Final score was like 17-14. And the Patriots missed like 19 field goals. But I mean, other than that, when the Buccaneers historically, since their Super Bowl run, back in 2002, when the Bucks played in prime time, not good. So Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, I
trust Baker, though. I trust Baker.
Well, I mean, he had a couple of primetime games last year. They lost every one of them. So I like the Buccaneers plus 2.5 there. I like the Buccaneers minus 2.5 when you really think about it. But being a primetime game, Monday Night Football, the crowd's going to be jacked in Houston. I like how the Bucks get to start the season on the road for 2 games. What a load of crap that is. Not touching it.
Do you have an international game this year?
No, because if we did, I'd go. So, my first game, going back to those Giants that scored a whopping 6 points, 2 field goals. Guy on Twitter today says, I wrote yesterday that Jameis Winston not starting in New York's a travesty. He said, yeah, but he's like Vinny Testaverde. He throws 45 touchdowns and 50 interceptions. And I went with the box score and said, you guys scored 2 field goals. So you're on pace for 0 touchdowns. So how's that working out for you?
At least he didn't throw any interceptions.
That's right. Dallas is favored by 6. I thought they looked pretty good against Philly last week.
They looked good.
They had every chance to win that game and just kind of blew it at the end. If the Cowboys at home can't beat the Giants by more than 6, what are we even doing here?
Right. But it's a division game. Of course, they're starting Russell Wilson again. So, well, I'm going to go with the other half of the season opener for my next game. The Philadelphia Eagles go into Arrowhead to play the Chiefs in a matchup of the Super Bowl last year. How'd that wind up last year?
It was a murder.
Okay.
Now, I want you to give me the spread.
-1.5. The Eagles are favored. Huh?
When was the last time the Kansas City Chiefs were the dogs at home?
At home. Home dogs.
Home dogs.
Like I said, Chiefs taking a step back this year.
I picked the Chiefs to win it all with the Taylor Swift Maguku.
I will say this: the officiating in that game in Brazil, very un-Chief-like.
Good.
It was pretty much, and I was expecting.
I'm tired of the Chiefs getting every call. Let's talk about this. Yesterday, I went to Atlanta, went to the Bucks game. The Atlanta Falcons had 4 challenges overturned.
What?
Yes.
How did they get? Well, I guess if you keep getting them right, you get more.
So if you get all of them right, so if you get the first 2 right, you get a third.
Yeah.
And then if you get within 2 minutes, it all comes from the booth.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't a challenge. They just had 4 calls.
But here, let's go with that too. It's a minute, it's under a minute to go. National Ice Cream Soda Day, baby. Thanks, Zach.
We call that a float.
So they're under a minute left. They're driving. They get a long pass and the guy's close to the sideline. He actually steps out. Then he runs back and he's tackled to inbounds. Clock's running. They go and, the refs take off running and set the ball. And then Penix snaps. They gets the snap and downs it. The refs then go back and review the play before.
You're not allowed. What?
Exactly. And then they end up stopping it, putting 9 seconds on the clock or whatever, and then re-snap it. And I thought once the ball was snapped and the ball is at play,
I guess they
can't go back.
Their explanation was they buzzed down before he snapped the ball.
Yeah,
would have had to have been it.
But that's crap.
Didn't it benefit you?
It all worked out in the end. But there was one. So Penix, when Atlanta scored to take a 2017 lead, so it was 17-13 Bucks. Penix dives towards the end zone. He dives, stretches out, loses the ball. It fumbles and goes out of the end zone. What happens when that happens?
It's a touchback. It's the dumbest rule in football.
It is the dumbest rule in football, but it becomes a touchback.
Yeah.
They reviewed that play.
And?
They said Penix gave himself up. So the fumble did not count.
He dove head first.
First and goal at the 1 yard line where the ball hit the ground where he fumbled it.
He dove head first, right?
Yeah. They said he gave himself up. How do you give yourself up when you're Supermaning across the air?
You can't. So you had some chiefy officiating then.
So you remember last year, everybody's complaint with the offensive tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs
still doing
starting every play.
They actually called
Atlanta Falcons number 71 false start every freaking play.
They actually called it on
one time all game. He was literally going a half a second before that ball was snapped every time. And the Bucks were going crazy, and it was not called. What are we doing? I think there are too many stupid penalties in football. But an offsides or a false start are blatant right there.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not with the ticky-tack, roughing the passer crap. I hate that. I don't like defenseless receiver crap, man. It's football. Okay, I'll give it to you, shots to the head. Yep. We had a 15-yard penalty on that drive that led to that touchdown because a Buccaneer player fell and Penix fell, and they called a roughing the passer.
Hi, Michael Lane.
Michael Lane hates me right now because I bitched at him for not coming into a meeting today. Well, I bitched out loud. He wasn't there because he wasn't in the meeting. Because he should have been in the meeting, Michael Lane.
Can we not bring work shit into this? What's your next game?
But that's why he says hate to. He's ignoring me.
I don't blame him. You're kind of an asshole.
I like Dave. Of course, I couldn't say it to your face. You weren't there. So anyway. But the penalties, if you have to have 4 challenges to begin with, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. Well, 3 challenges.
Ridiculous.
You don't get a 4th challenge. What's your next game? Get off the
My next game. Get better officiating, NFL. I'm
going to bring Michael Lane in here to do this show with me.
All right. Game 2, game 3 for me. Saints. They suck. 49ers. Traveling to New Orleans, play the Saints.
Also, Mike, I also have this game. You got a better price on it, though, because
I got 4.5. I guess mine must have come out after Kittle got hurt.
You bought it after Kittle. I bought it before. I got 6.5. Doesn't matter. Still going to beat it. I don't care who's playing quarterback.
No,
even they go back and get Trey Lance to play quarterback, and they'd still beat him.
Yeah. So who is his backup now?
I don't know.
But anyway,
hopefully it's not George Kittle because he's out for a while.
Right, yeah, he was my number 1 tight end in fantasy. Epic.
Way
So
this
I'm
week
taking 49ers minus 4.5. I'm going to bet against the Saints every chance I get.
You should buy it up to 6.5.
I could see a touchdown should be pretty easy.
It may be 7-0. Christian
I'll take it.
McCaffrey playing?
Yeah.
Okay. They'll win then. All right. What's your last game? Because I had that game too.
Okay. I have 2 more games still.
I only got one, so you do yours.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So the Bills, incredible game last night. They win 41-40, 81 points.
Look good.
Scored. They're playing the Jets. What the Jets lose? 38-36?
1 point. 1 point, I think.
I thought it was 38-36.
Let's see. Hold on.
I have NFL weeks.
34-32.
34-32. Okay. Yeah. Over under. Bills the Jets 45.5. I'm taking the over. Yeah. I might tease that up to 60.
If you'd have told me that the Jets and the Steelers were going to score 66 points between them,
Yeah.
I'd have thought they were playing 7-on-7.
Or they're going into college rule overtime.
Yeah, eat overtime. All right, so for my last game, we're going to go with the home team here. The Bengals hosting the Jaguars. The Bengals are a 3.5-point favorite. I don't care what happened yesterday. I am not at all concerned about the Bengals offense. It's going to be one of the top offenses in the league. And I don't think Jacksonville is great. I think they're going to be average. They'll be battling for that 8-9, 9-8 spot that wins the NFC South this year, or AFC.
All
South.
I know is in my league, Michael Lane is way better than Timmy or whatever, and he beat better than Timmy in our league because Sarah is ass at fantasy football.
I'm telling her you said that. Well, you're just pissing everybody off today.
Bring her in here right now.
Piss Sarah off.
See, I would tell her to her face, but she ain't here, so I'm just going to say it out loud. Sarah's ass at fantasy football. Michael Lane is 1-3 in his 4 leagues. He sucks at it too. But he's here, so he can hear me. Hey, Mike, you suck at fantasy football. Anyway, I got Jamar Chase with the number 1 pick in my other league. I'm thinking about putting him up for trade.
I would not.
I'm gonna, because what do you have yesterday?
I would not. Trust me.
Mike Lane, you're here. If you want to trade for Jamar Chase, you just let me know.
You're an idiot. That's okay. I started Joe Burrow in one of my leagues, and he got 9 fantasy points.
Yeah.
He had more fantasy points at halftime than he wound up giving me for the game.
Did he throw any picks?
No.
Just lost 7 yards.
Just lost yardage. Got sacked a bunch.
How did he throw for negative yardage in the second half? Sacks?
No, it wasn't. Well, yeah, he didn't throw for negative yardage. I think. What was it? There was something he had.
Well, he got sacked. I know he got sacked like 3 plays in a row.
Yeah. Myles Garrett, when he decides he wants to play football, is pretty good at it.
Your offensive line's pretty shitty again, huh?
No, not really.
You gave up 3 sacks in a row. I think you're shitty.
To Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett is washed.
Horse shit.
Could you imagine if he went to a real team?
Yeah. Could you imagine like him on the Lions with Aiden?
I would love him on the Bucks.
Yeah, that'd be great. I would have liked to have made him a Bengal, but
what a disappointment the Lions were yesterday. They didn't just lose; they got their ass kicked.
Well, if you remember, when the Eagles went to that Super Bowl and lost both coordinators, they took a step back that next year. I think that's going to happen with the Lions and the Packers. Holy shit! I would bet them into the Super Bowl right now.
All right, my last pick of the week. We're going unders. Got a 44.5 point spread. Patriots at Dolphins. Combined, they scored 21 last week. 13 and 8. I'll take the under 44.5. Those two teams suck.
Yeah, no.
Patriots are going to get better, but this is going to be a growing pain.
But I don't know their defenses are going to be any good. I can see it being like a blowout, like
I could see a
46-3.
No. 20-13. 33 points.
Going to be a tough one.
I mean, that's just there's a lot of questions after week 1. We've always said it's hard betting week 1, week 2. First couple weeks of fantasies, or not fantasy, of sports betting is tough. You really got to see what you got out there before you really know. But not looking at the slate for this upcoming week, not a lot to choose from there.
In college?
But I expect some teams to look better. Tampa Bay obviously started slow yesterday. They didn't play any starter at all.
They were shot out of a cannon.
Well, the Bucs didn't play any starters at all in preseason. The first action they all got was yesterday. And it was evident because the Falcons scored a touchdown in the first minute and a half. I hadn't even got to my seat yet, and we were already down 7-0. I'm in there getting beer and stuff, and the Bucs are already losing. But we'll see. There's a long way to go, and there's big bets to be made because you can parlay. Lance, let's go over Lance's parlay. We gave Lance a hard time last week because he didn't want to be in our fantasy league. And we always make fun of his parlay. So his parlay he hit yesterday was a $5 bet. Paid him $155. Lamar Jackson, anytime touchdown. Derrick Henry, anytime touchdown. James Cook, anytime touchdown. Josh Allen, anytime. That kind of seems weird. How was that? I think that'd be a minus there. That's pretty standard for these two teams.
He had a boost on it.
Must have. That was a 4-pick single game parlay plus 3,000.
What a dickper.
So his parlay for tonight, a plus 3,500, $5 bet to pay 180. Chicago Bears plus 1.5. 2+ interceptions for JJ McCarthy.
What?
And DeAndre Swift 2+ touchdowns.
Well, Caleb Williams just scored that touchdown.
Bears plus 1.5 looking good. I think the Vikings are going to take a dramatic step back this year. What did they finish last year? 15-2?
Yeah, it was something crazy. But they did it with Sam Darnold. I got to think they upgraded their quarterback position.
Maybe 14-3. I think if they didn't draft JJ McCarthy, Sam Darnold would have got a huge extension. McCarthy may end up being better one day. He ain't going to be better than Sam Darnold was last year, this year.
We'll see.
We will see. Matter of fact, we're going to turn our heads and watch it right now.
Yep.
We have our picks in for week 2 of the NFL for footballers. Get paid with Tim and Dave because the other guys from Markout Moments not here.
Yeah. Pondwater's busy, like, jerking off.
Gallivanting with David Crockett.
That's what I said. Jerking him off.
Skinned hat. Davey.
TJ's busy working Crockett. Like usual.
TJ works more than any human I've ever met.
I know. TJ should be a millionaire.
Yeah, you would think so. As many hours he puts in. He works almost as hard as I do.
I bet Michael Lane would differ with that one. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Have a good week. We'll see you probably Wednesday with college.
Yeah, college should be Wednesday.
All right. Right here.
See you soon.
On Markout Moments.
.net.